Hi Luke. This is going to be the instructional video for My Last Breath. The trick to this song is the fact that most of it on your part is acting. You're by yourself in different spots of the song. You're by yourself most of the time. You're still doing a little bit of dancing, but it's not a lot of dancing, and it can look really weird if you're not acting it out. You'll see what I mean. And you're a great actor, so you can do it. It's just getting into that character. So this is the second song in Act 2. It's a song right before the battle. And you're going to enter from stage right. The beginning of the song kind of has a big refrain that repeats twice. You're going to enter on the when it repeats. You're going to enter on the second time that it starts. And literally you're just going to come in really slowly from stage right. And you're going to put your hands out just to catch me, because I'm just going to fall backwards. It's going to be a trust fall, and I won't actually see you, so you have to be there, okay? So you catch me, and then I'm not sure this works. It should work. You're just going to have to work it out together. But catch me. Hands are going to slide out. My hands are going to come in so that our hands can connect. We're holding hands, and I'm just going to spin underneath you. So you're going to bring your left hand up and around, and you're going to be holding both my hands like this, and I'm just going to dip. And you're going to hold me like that. I'm going to be kind of pulled away, so you have to make this big, because dancing, it's just, in a story, you have to make sure all your moves are big and obvious, so that the story can be told without actually speaking. It's weird. So from here, you're holding on to me, you just lifted me up. And I'm going to be pulled away, so your hands are just going to kind of go out. Nice and big. My hand will kind of, I'll end up being like this, so you can grab this hand again, my right hand with your right hand, and pull me back and put my hand on the left side of your chest. Angela's going to come in behind and put her hand there, and we're just going to start pushing backwards. So I'm going to step forward so you can see all of the steps. So you grabbed my hand, pulled, and put it there. Angela's hand is on top of yours, and we're just going to step 1, 2. And that's the biggest push there. And that's where we're going to let go. There's a 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if I want you to step back 3 more times. But I'm going to be basically running across the stage with those steps. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to have you stay there and see how it looks. And then it goes, can you hear me? Can you feel me in your arms? I'm surrounded by demons at this point, and this is the first time you're alone on stage. Okay. I know what's going on. I do. You're just gonna go, can you hear me? So lean in with both arms. So you're kind of opposite me, except I'm here. you just have to lean on your left foot. And if you can make your right leg straight, that'll look really good, just because it'll look almost like a mirror, even though it's not. So can you hear me? Whoa, falling over. Hear me. And you're just gonna throw it down real sharp. So hear me down. Because everybody else in that group over there is up and down. So it's very, very sharp and all together. So even though you're dancing by yourself, you're going to need to be sharp and together with everybody else on the stage. So hear me down. Can you feel me sway, sway? So it's right, left, just like you're banging on a table. Right, left, sway, right, left. Freeze with your weight on your left foot. And you're going to reach across towards me. So feel me in your arms. And then starts the chorus. And it's kind of what I want it to look like is everybody moving in slow motion. So if we can get everybody together moving really slow to this fast music, it could look like slow motion. So the next steps are pretty slow. You just have to be sharp with them and on point with everybody else, basically. So here, holding, so you're just going to go out, in, with your right hand on top. So holding my is when it actually touches your chest and your belly. So holding my last, your left hand is going to go in front of your body, kind of like a fishbowl is what you're creating. Holding my last. And from here, your right hand is going to go through that bowl, up through it, around your head, and push up. And that happens a bit faster. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just have to kind of know where your hand is going, but it goes up, around, and pushed up. So holding my last breath, and then you bring this hand down to put your right hand up, and I want yours in a fist. The other girls are going to have it kind of loose, and then fist, but you're going to go fist, just to make it look stronger, I guess. So it goes, holding my last breath, safe inside myself. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is when you bring it down. And that's just forming an X at the wrists. So 1, 2, 3. Just come up really slowly from that are all my thoughts of you. You're going to reach over towards me. Everybody's going to be looking at me at that point. So even though you're on the far side of the stage, you have to look at the same exact time that everybody else does. My thoughts of you. Sweet Raptured Life. It ends here tonight is what she's singing. So Sweet Raptured Life, you're just going to hold it there watching me as everybody else watches me. So I'm the only one moving at that point. Sweet Raptured Life. It ends here. So this is going to be like awkward timing. But you're going to have to move on the word here and be there at the end of the word tonight. Just because that's my first attempt to drop off the stage. You're going to have to be there really quick, and you're just going to, so, hang on. My thoughts of you, Sweet Raptured Life, it ends here tonight. So you're going to run across the stage. If you need to leave earlier, depending on the length of the stage, we'll work that out, just so that you're there on the word tonight. That's all that matters. So tonight you're just going to wrap your arms around my middle, just like you did with that lift. Except you're not lifting me, you're just gonna hold me back from falling off the stage. And I'm just gonna kind of turn around in your arms, so your arms are just gonna kind of float off, if that makes any sense. Just slowly, but reluctantly, you know. So tonight, I'll turn on the next beat, and you just kind of step back, and at this point you're not doing too much, because all the rest of the girls behind you and me are going to like move to that side of the stage and really spread out, and you're just gonna stay here. We're leaving you alone. You scared us away. So I'm gonna just walk away between some of the girls who are in their spots on the other side of the stage. And that goes, you're basically standing there. Honestly, that's what you're doing. So I miss the winter is when you're going to kind of release. A world of fragile things, look for me in the white forest hiding in a hollow tree. And then there's an echo that says, come find me, in the back. So after you release, you're just gonna watch me go. And you're gonna get kind of close to where I am, because you're gonna want to reach in there between the girls. There's gonna be a girl in front of you. Hang on. There's gonna be a girl in front of you. Who is it? I think it's Kayla. Kayla Riviera. She's gonna be in front of you. And on that echo, the girls do this. So you want to get it out of her way, but it's kind of like you're reaching around her, but you have to be kind of pushed back just to get out of her way. So if you could, I don't know, push back just over your right shoulder so that we can still see your face and not that way. Because it's not a hit, it's just being pushed out of the way on Come Find Me. And then the song goes, I don't know if you can do this. If you can make it work, it would look awesome. If you can't, we'll figure something else out. But since we're all spread out and you're not totally isolated, I wanted you to do this move with us. But it goes step right, left with your arms out. So right, left, fan kick, right. And it does not have to be that high. You can probably do 1, 2, lower fan kick. And then we're going to reach forward. So it goes right, left, fan kick, down on your right, push forward with your right hand. So if you can do that, it'd be lovely. If you can't, just let me know and we'll figure something else out for that part. Because that's like the only part that you're going to be like not entirely isolated, even though you're in your own line. So I know you hear me out. I can taste it in your tears. So this is where all the girls are basically forming another clump right there at between center and stage right, downstage. So they're pushing everything forward. You're just gonna stay where you are. Or take 2 steps in. So you're gonna go 1, 2, feeling in your tears. And that's the same as the first song that you're in, because it goes, and you cried at that bit. But it's just tears. So up and palms forward and down. Feel it in your tears. And then the chorus restarts. So holding my last breath, safe inside myself. Are all my thoughts of, what's coming up, all my thoughts of you, sweet rapture, life, it ends here tonight. On this part, I'm not sure if it'll look super weird or not, but I want you to just freeze. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, down, come up, slowly, you. And you're gonna hold it, and you can move a little bit just to show that you're not frozen quite yet. Kind of like lean in, I guess, if you move it all. In, and then the music is gonna change tempo and sound. Just for the bridge. And all the girls are gonna start moving backwards, because I don't actually try to jump at that point. It's just like thinking and we do the bridge. So for that thinking, you're still kind of moving, thinking, and bridge starts, and that's when you'll freeze. And then all the girls will kind of dance back here. Some will end up behind you, I think. Yeah, Taylor will probably end up behind you. But they can dance around you. So wherever you freeze, just freeze. Because you'll be there. I just want you frozen. All the girls will be dancing. They'll do a little floor thing. They'll get up. I'll get up first. They'll follow. I can't tell you exactly where this is in the music, but it's at the very end of the bridge. Yeah, because, yeah, it just happens with the music. The girls are going to try to push, and I'm going to kind of almost fall. And you'll see this in your personal video where the timing happens and where you have to be there by. So that's another one that depends on the size of the stage for when you move. So you're there, you're present, and at the right time. You're just going to move in. And you're not going to grab me this time, you're just going to put a lot of weight on your right leg, I guess, because that's where you're coming in from, so you're just going to want to stop on it, and your hands are going to go out, and the top part of your body is probably going to go down a little bit, just because you're right in between me and the demon, so you'll run in and stop there. I'll turn around and see you, so you'll stand up straight and face me, and then we'll do one of the, I'll have my hand on your chest again, just to push back 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's how you do the extra 3 steps, because I do them with you. So if I do them, I'd like run into you and we'd all fall down and just bad. So that time you do the extra 3 steps, and I'll leave and you'll just kind of stay there where I left you. It's actually really sad. Oh, I didn't turn the page. There are words to the bridge. No one's there. Da, 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 da. There's your beat. That's where you need to be there. Say goodnight is what she starts singing at that point. Don't be afraid. That's your steps. Calling me. So you're just going to step forward on your right, and just push your arms forward, just kind of like, please. But in character, because we're acting. So they're calling me, right? And then calling me, just pull it back. So that you're going to be kind of on the center line of the stage, but you're definitely stage left. Calling me as you fade. I also don't know if this is gonna look right, but we gonna try it. If it doesn't, we'll just cut it out. So calling me as you fade to black. So I'll just be, crouching down and keeping your feet planted and flat, and then back up. So fade to black, and then take 2 steps forward, so you're definitely more forward on the stage, but there's still a bit of room on the stage in front of you, and you're not even with where I am on the stage, because I'm like at the edge, and I want you a little bit farther back. And then there's another chorus, so this, are all my thoughts of you. That's when I actually look at you at that point. So you're gonna do the same thing you normally do, but at that point you didn't expect me to look. So you're gonna do it like you normally did, but then react to the fact that I'm looking at you. That's a big deal. So you kind of like step forward a little bit, but they pushed me off at that point. You wouldn't have been able to get to me. So you're just kind of put your hands up. Exasperation. That's what you're feeling. Your hands are gonna go up and kind of down a little bit. Just kind of like, you can feel it in the moment. This is not choreographed, but that's just what I do when I do your part. That's how I feel it. If you feel it differently, go for it. But it definitely feels natural doing it that way because your hand is already out. So if you just kind of throw it up and bring it to your head, then it's natural. Angela will come around behind you very, very slowly. She might have her hand on your shoulder, so around the back of your neck, so you'll definitely know where she is. And then, on what word is it? I think it's the word safe. Because the chorus kind of repeats, but it's in a whisper. It's almost a whisper. It's much lower. So she starts walking around you, and then on the word safe, like safe inside myself, she's going to do a stage hit across your left cheek, and you're just not gonna react to it. You're just gonna let her do it. Turn back. At that point, Noah will have brought me back up onto the stage and be laying me down. Hopefully that timing works out. Angela and the other female demons will step back. And you'll just kind of watch me being laid down as he takes his step back, because he's going to step back and join the demons. And you'll just kind of look at him and then run back to where I am. The way I do this, as I do your part, I kind of run and slide into place. It's not always the most natural thing to do, but you're just gonna kind of sit down quickly. You're gonna get there quickly. You're just gonna look and get there quickly. By my head, which is facing stage right. So I'll be laying down, head stage right, feet stage left. So you'll get there and you just pick up my head, upper body, whatever. We'll figure it out, whatever feels the most natural. And you just kind of hold me. And you'll be, excuse me, you'll be in character at this point, and there's no dancing going on at this point. The demons behind you are just kind of standing back and letting you have your moment. Because this is the end of the song, so they're just like, she's dead, there's nothing you can do about it. And you're just gonna have that moment of mourning, basically is what you're doing. So holding me however you want to mourn, leaning over, touching my forehead with your forehead, whatever feels comfortable, but the whole time just holding me, because it's really sad. And then if we just play the music straight, without anybody like skipping to the next song, which is probably what'll end up happening, just because you don't have to skip to any of the other songs. Yeah, so there's a blank space where there's no music, so we can either be moving there, but I feel like it'd be weird because there's no music, so we could potentially talk, but there's no talking. So instead, I was thinking we could probably just freeze until we hear the music, restart the next song, which is Whisper. And when that starts, it starts loud and obnoxious. So the demons are going to start it by like jumping up and down, and they're excited. They let you have your moment, and now they're excited. They're just like, all right, we did it. And they're going to like literally force you to get up and push you off the side of the stage. It's going to be very literal. I'll be fine if you drop me. I'd rather you didn't. Because that's, I mean, literally what Jesus is caring about at this point. So as that music starts, you could probably like look over your shoulder and realize what's going on, and then like set my head down before one of the girls will come over to your shoulder and like start pushing you off the side of the stage. And I'll do that in your personal video just so you can see. I mean, it's gonna be rough. But you can take it. It's just like 3 or 4 girls. So yeah, they'll push you. You might stumble a little bit, because every time I've done it by myself, I've stumbled getting up and trying to move that way, just because of the way I was sitting, I guess. But you want to sit in a position that's easy just to get up from once you're being pushed off, and you'll be pushed off stage right. And I'm just gonna do another one of these videos for Whisper, so thanks.